Hi, and welcome to week 2 of Action Research. Just a reminder that each week we're only going to focus on the objectives for that week. So you will notice that this week's objectives are to generate ideas for our action research strategy that we want to try, because all of us are going to take a problem that we're having, either in our classroom or in our home environment or any environment that we experience, and we're going to try a strategy to solve that problem. So this week we're going to spend some time generating ideas for an action research strategy that we should try. Now, we're not going to marry anything this week. We're just brainstorming at this point. So just let yourself explore different options. Our other objective for the week is to create an electronic survey. So one of the activities is there's a PowerPoint that shows the parts of an action research paper. And I've also included some sample papers in your Moodle shell this week. And for those of you that really want to get started on your project, what you can do is you could watch that PowerPoint that lists the different parts of the action research project and look at the sample paper. And you'll notice that there's 8 parts to the paper, and they correspond to the 8 parts that are on our paper rubric. And those 8 parts are the abstract of the project, the introduction, the problem statement, and the question. The third part is the research-based support for change. The fourth part is the data collection plan. The fifth section is the data analysis methods. The next section is discussion and analysis of project outcomes and results. The 7th section is dissemination of results and future directions. And then the final section is the works cited page. So you'll notice in those sample papers that those papers are outlined in those same 8 sections. So if you want to get started doing something, start a blank Word document and label those 8 sections, and then each week we'll just start filling those in. So we have an activity this week called Writing a Good Action Research Question activity. And I just lead you through some steps to brainstorm some ideas for what you could do your project on. And then you're going to post 2 of those ideas to this week's forum. And once again, you won't get to read other people's posts until you post your own ideas. And it's just a brainstorming session. So if you like somebody else's idea, that's wonderful. You can modify your ideas to go along with those, but we're not committing to anything this week. It's just an activity to brainstorm. And then finally, we have an electronic survey for an assignment this week. Last week, we explored all kinds of electronic survey tools. You can use any of those for your assignment, or you can use any electronic survey tool that you like. For your assignment, you're going to create a 10-question survey. You're going to make sure it's a survey and not a test, meaning that the questions should not have one right answer. They shouldn't be test questions such as, what year did the Civil War begin? That's a test question. We want these questions to be more survey related. Now, they could be over absolutely anything. If you kind of know what strategy you want to use for your project, you can make some of the questions to do with your project, but if you have no idea what you're doing your project on, that is fine, and your survey questions could be over absolutely anything. You want to make sure you have 3 different types of questions represented. So you might want to have some true and false. You might want to have some open-ended. You might want to have some multiple choice. It doesn't matter what ratio those are in, just so you have at least 3 different types represented. And so that's our electronic survey assignment, and it is worth 10 points. Have a fantastic week, and remember just to focus on creating that electronic survey and coming up, generating some ideas of what you could do your project on. But as far as starting anything this week, all I need you to do is maybe start that Word document with the 8 sections of the paper so we can fill those in as we go. Have a fantastic week.